Hi, Paul Harris here with another episode of the world's most haunted theatres. I wonder what I can find in my book of terrifying tales tonight. Before I go into it, don't forget to like and subscribe by pushing the subscribe button and ringing the little bell, and you'll be kept informed of all the future stuff we're doing in the world's most haunted theatres. Now, let's see what I've got for you tonight. Oh, this is nice. I like this. One of my favourites. The Coliseum Theatre. It's in the centre of London in England and was opened in the year 1904 on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. This haunting differs slightly from the usual paranormal activity in most theatres, in so much as it's not haunted by a member of staff or an actor, and the person responsible for the haunting did not even die in the theatre. The story starts on the 24th of December 1917, exactly 13 years to the day that the theatre opened. 13 is considered by many to be an unlucky number, particularly in England, and it was certainly unlucky for a young soldier alone in London on this cold, damp evening, the night before Christmas. It was the last night of his leave, and he was to return to his unit based in France, where the First World War had been raging for almost 4 years. He had just a few hours to wait for his train to the coast, and then for his ferry that would take him back to the horrors of war, where millions of his comrades had already perished. Tired and feeling neglected and lonely and miles from his family, he decided to pass the last few hours in England by going to see the show playing at the Coliseum. A play with music called The Maid of France. It was a humorous one-act play set in France on Christmas Eve 1 year earlier. One of the leading characters, a flower girl, played by a beautiful young actress, entranced the soldier as he sat watching in his upper circle seat, row G, number 8. He wished more than anything he could meet the girl, but of course it was not to be. After the performance, he caught his train to return to France to rejoin his comrades and to fight on the front line. The next day, some fellow soldiers, still on leave, went to see the play for a Christmas Day treat. As they sat in their seats in the circle, waiting for the play to start, they saw their comrade walking down the centre aisle in the stalls below, towards the stage. They remarked on seeing him, but when they looked again, he'd disappeared. Thinking nothing of it, they returned to their unit in France the next day, only to find out that the soldier they had seen the day before had been caught in a skirmish and sadly killed on the very day they had seen him walking down the aisle in the theatre. Shortly after, a figure thought to be him was seen wandering through the theatre, sometimes seen to be rising from the seat he'd watched the play from in the upper circle, row G, number 8. At other times, he has been spotted leaving the theatre after his last night of freedom and heading off to his death. Over the years, his ghostly form has been seen by theatre staff on many occasions, but most poignantly is always seen wandering along the centre aisle in the auditorium on Christmas Eve. That's if you go to the Coliseum Theatre, St Martin's Lane in London on Christmas Eve, you might just see him walking down that centre aisle. And don't forget, if you've got any content of any kind to do with your experiences in haunted theatres, be it stories, photographs, footage, anything at all, send it to us and you might find yourself featuring in a future episode. Sleep well.